We've been seeing a lot of movement over the past few days and weeks. The word regularization keeps popping up on social media, blogs, and the news, and many of you are asking us day after day what you can do to benefit from this mass regularization to obtain legal status in Spain. Without further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Gerard, I'm the marketing responsible at Balcells Group, and today we're going to explain the key points and latest updates regarding the upcoming mass regularization in Spain. But before we dive into this topic, which is extremely important for many people, there are two important warnings. The first one, the regularization is not currently in force. As we'll see, there are still several steps to go before it becomes effective, so you cannot benefit from it yet. The second one, what you'll find in this video is objective information based on what we know today. New updates and news appear every day, and what we explain here could change later on. That's why we recommend using this video as a reference, but also following us on Instagram, TikTok, where we keep you almost instantly updated on what's happening. And now, let's talk about the regularization. What is this mass regularization? Let's start with the basics. Regularization is an extraordinary process that the government proposes to create in order to regularize, that is, to grant legal status mainly to foreign nationals who have been living in Spain illegally for a certain period of time and who meet specific requirements. In other words, it is an exceptional way of obtaining legal residency in the country, created at a specific moment to address certain needs Spain may have, and which closes once the defined period has passed, and we'll see what that period might be later on. So, if you're already in a regular situation with a valid residence permit, this procedure is not for you. However, if you've been in an irregular situation in Spain for some time, are an asylum seeker, or even fall into other cases that we'll discuss later on, this procedure could benefit you, granting you a 1-year residency permit under exceptional circumstances. Who could benefit from this regularization? Spain has experienced other regularization processes in the past, and each one had its own deadlines, requirements, and procedures. In this case, it's been said that around 500,000 foreign nationals in an irregular situation could potentially benefit from this measure and obtain legal residence in Spain through the 2026 regularization. However, the reality is that depending on how this measure is ultimately approved, this number could be even higher, since asylum seekers and even other foreign nationals with temporary stay status could also be included. That said, there are 4 main requirements you would need to meet in order to benefit. First of all, you must have entered Spain before December 31st, 2025, and we will still need to see whether those who enter exactly on December 31st will be included or not. Second, you must have been living in Spain for at least 5 months at the time of application to ensure that you didn't enter before December 31st and then leave the country. For this requirement, being registered on the municipal census, obtaining what's called the empadronamiento, could be key, as well as providing proof of continuous stay, such as utility bills like electricity, water, gas, etc. In addition, the applicant must not have a criminal or police record and must not be banned from entering Spain. On top of this, you would also need to fall into one of the following situations. Either you are living with your family in Spain, whether with minor children enrolled in school, adult children with disabilities, or with your parents, you have worked in Spain or have a job offer, or you are in a situation of vulnerability, in which case it would be sufficient to prove that you are living irregularly in Spain. When could the application be submitted? The next key question is about time. When does the mass regularization come into force? When will I be able to benefit from it? As we've mentioned, the mass regularization has not yet entered into force. What we currently have is a draft royal decree, which is where the information we are sharing comes from. There are still several final stages to complete before its official publication in the BOE, the official State Gazette, the moment when it would become legally effective. That is when we'll see the final requirements and all the key details. That said, if everything moves forward as expected, it's being discussed that the reform could enter into force in early April 2026. And how long will it last? Once it comes into force, supposedly April 2026, the measure would last around 3 months, meaning until the end of June. In other words, you would have from April until July to submit your application, and once the period ends, you would no longer be able to benefit from this measure. After submitting your application, the standard processing time would be around 3 months, although depending on the authority handling the case and the number of applications submitted, this period could be extended and it may take a few additional months to receive a decision. This is everything that we know as of today, and as you can see, all of this information is based on a draft and nothing is final or 100% confirmed yet. We still need to wait a bit longer, so at this moment you cannot benefit from this regularization, and we also know yet the exact final details of how it will work. So the best thing you can do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we'll keep you updated as new developments arise. And if you want to obtain your residency through any other legal route, which you can do today, send us an email at info@balcelgroup.com and let us guide you step by step. See you in the next video. Bye.